All right, y'all. So we are back at it with more from Marx's Capital. We're still in chapter 1, and we're still just going over some basic definitions here. Last week we talked about what a commodity is, what the use value of a commodity is, and then what an exchange value of a commodity is. And now we're going to talk about labor time, which is the value of human labor, okay? That brings us to our favorite equation, 20 yards of linen equals 1 coat, okay? So when we're breaking this equation down, we're creating a coat, right, out of material. So we only need 10 yards of linen to make our coat, but the value of the human labor that went into creating that fabric to begin with, that labor time, is also equivalent to 10 yards of linen. So we get our 20 yards of linen is the value of 1 coat, okay? I hope that makes sense. And anything of utility has value, okay? 20 yards of linen equals 1 coat. Drill that into your head. Nature also has value, right? So things like clean water, air, soil, these things also have value to us. But we're really thinking about human labor here, the time that it takes a person to work and to create a commodity. That is our labor time. That is our value of human labor. Technological advances decrease labor time, right? Once we go from hand stitching something to using a sewing machine, that efficiency that comes with technological advances reduces labor time, but doesn't necessarily reduce the value of the human labor. Well, this is where capitalists come in and try to use these technological advances to reduce the value of labor. That's why you see self-checkout machines at your local grocery stores. So let us continue to look at this. Sorry, I should have read my notes before I hit record. The use value of linen, right, is a coat. We create a coat from that linen. And then what is the use value of a coat? Well, that is that it provides warmth and protects us from the elements. There is a term that Marx likes to switch back and forth between. We talked about exchange value last week, where I was comparing my cheap microphone to this book and said that they were of equal exchange value. We also have a term, equivalent form of value. It means the exact same thing as exchange value. These things are equivalent, right, in their value. So 3 of X might equal 7 of Y. These things, it all comes out in the wash. A commodity alone has only use value when it is compared to other commodities. Then it has exchange value. Okay, so my glasses here have use value to me. They help me see. But they only have exchange value when I am comparing them to my external battery. These things, I could exchange them because they are equal to each other. Complicated? A little bit. I probably didn't say that in the most helpful terms, but I hope that it helps you guys a little bit. Cheers.